Hi there, I'm Andy Hillier, and in this guitar lesson I'm going to teach you how to play my version of All Is Found from Frozen. It's a lovely little arrangement that I did. I did a cover version a little while ago, and someone requested it. Jonas, you know who you are, has requested it a load of times to do a tutorial on it, so I'm going to teach you how to play that today. Just before I teach you though, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, giving me a like, leaving me some comments in the comment section, and if you like what I'm doing and you want to support me, because I probably won't make any money off of this video, I've got a Patreon account that I've set at $1, and I'll put the tabs on there so you can print them out and you've got them at home. Okay, so the guitar's in standard tuning, but I've got a capo on the 5th fret. We've got quite a few lines to get through. So the first line sounds like this. So for that we've got open E, then A2, then a hammer on from fret 4 to 5 back to 4 on the D string, and then the next bar, open E, A2, and then open G, hammering onto G2 and back off again to the open G, and then we've got G and then G2. Next line, we start, the first bar goes, which is playing open E and the open B string at the same time, and then D2, then you've got G, D2, bar 4, we're going to play A string and straight to G2, and then another G2, B3, and then we've got open E string and A3 in bar 5 at the same time, then open G, then B3, B1, and then E3 nearest to your face and B string at the same time in bar 6, and then you play G2 and then B, so you get, and then B1, then B. So that line goes, on to the next line, bar 7, we've got, which is open A and then G2 at the same time, D2, D2, D4, then A3 and the G string at the same time, holding it on into the next bar. Don't play any notes in the brackets, they're just held on, and then we've got G, another G with E3, then G, and then you're going to play at the same time A5 and D4, D, D, and then D2, in bar 9, E, and then G2. And then I've got another E in bar 10, and then G, G2 to finish the line off. So that line will go. On to the next line, bar 11, we're playing open E and open B strings at the same time, and then G2. So this line's quite similar to the second line. So we've got then open E, then G, then D2 into bar 12, open A string, G2, open A string again, G2, B3, and then A3 and E at the same time, then G, A3, B3, B1, open B and E3 at the same time, G2, open B, E3, B1, and then B to finish. So that line goes. And the next line, which is similar to the third line, we've got, so that's the same as what we've played before. Then G, G and E3 at the same time, another G, fret 5 and on the A string and 4 on the D string, 2 open Ds, D2, open E, and then D2, then open E, and then B3. On to the next line, we're getting through it. So this is where I put the bass line in, just continuing through it. So we're playing E3 and, sorry, open E and A3 at the same time. Then an A3, E2, A3 and E3, E2, A3 and E, B3. So you got, and then to bar 20, E3 and, so E3 at the top, and then B3, B1, E3 and B, E3, B1, E3 and B1 at the same time, and then open B, so that bar goes. And into bar 21, playing open A string and G2, 2 more open A's, G2, G2 and open A, and then open G, bar 22, we've got E1 and G2, E1 and then a little flurry of notes playing G, G2, B, B1, E1 and then B3. On to the next line. Starts the same as that previous line, the first bar, so it's, and then we play in bar 24, which is A2, B, G2, and then B, another A2, B1, B, open A and G2 at the same time, open A, G2, G2, G4, then A3, and we play D1 and the B string at the same time. So hopefully this is making sense. And then there's a big gap onto the next line, and we're going to play G1. So this is like the key change. So G1, G3, open E and B string, and then G2, then D3, sorry, then G1, D3, going into bar 29, A1 and G3, G3, B4, and then we have to go high up, so this is 4 on the A string and 6 on the B string, so that's actually your normal frets 9 and 11. It becomes quite hard when you get further away from the capo to know where you are. So play them at the same time, and then the D6, and then B4, B2. Second last line, playing fret 4 on the E string, and then I've got to play 5, 3, 5. So I'm doing that with my second finger up here on the E string, first finger on fret 3 on the G string, and then I'll use my little finger. Then B2, B1, A1 and G3, 2 D3s, open G, then A4, D6, then 2 more D6s, but on the second one you hit the E4, then another D6, D1 and open G, 2 D1s, and then D3, D3, and the last line is almost like the first line, but up in a key change, so you got, so E1, A3, G to G1, back to G, and then E1, A3, G1 to G3, back to G1, and then an F minor chord to finish, and that's the whole song. So F minor chord, first finger barred on the first fret, third finger A3, little finger D3, and that's it. I know it's quite a lot to get through, so what I'll do is I'll put that the tabs for that on my Patreon account. I'll set it at $1 a month. That's for all my tabs, so you just pay $1 a month and you get all the tabs that I put up on there. So I'll put it on there, you can print it off, much easier way to follow it. Then go check out my cover version, have a listen to it, how it's supposed to sound. Well, thanks for watching this. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, if you could let me know in the comment section. Also, let me know what songs you want to learn. If you give me a like on the video, and the big one, if you'd subscribe to my channel, I'd really appreciate it. It's Andy Hillier. Thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.